Hi, it's Mark Murphy, and I'm back with TravelTube.com this week. And I've got a great interview for you today on somebody who just went on the all new Disney Destiny, their brand new ship. We've got photos, we've got videos, and we've got firsthand accounts from Kim Anwar, who's with MagicFamilyGetaways.com. And she is a Disney specialist. Let me add her to the stage here. There she is. So,
Hi,
Kim, you've got
Mark.
a pretty interesting background, but you just got off the Destiny. And just give me your first reaction when you got on the ship and what your thought process was, because you're the expert.
I stepped onto the ship, and like any Disney ship, you're greeted, you're welcomed, and we were so excited. But the first thing I noticed, of course, is the statue and the tribute to the Black Panther and the colors and the design and just the lights of this grand hall. And it kind of also changes and evolves through your whole cruise. So I just was almost speechless and just wanted to kind of sit there and do a 360 video of how pretty it was and bright and welcoming to so many families. So I felt really honored to be able to sail on that sailing, and yeah, I just loved it from the moment I stepped on.
What stood out to you the most when you first came on? Obviously, you had the atrium, which is pretty spectacular. And we'll show some videos of this. If
Yeah,
you're listening to this on a podcast, you should come to YouTube or traveltube.com and check it out, because you're going to see video content and get a really good idea about this particular ship, which I think is a game changer.
yeah. I think what stood out the most was the surprise and the interactiveness of the characters. All of a sudden, you see everyone's phones and things turn to like the next floor up because Spider-Man's there, or Loki, or on the top we had Hercules. So it's those little exciting surprise moments on the ship that was made us, like get so excited, and of course get your phone out and want to see what that character was saying or where they were coming from. So it was really well done and a really great surprise when we boarded. So
Now, it's interesting. My first account when I started my first company, gosh, 20 something years ago, he was living in Celebration. He had no kids, and he had been to the been to Disney on a Disney cruise, like at this time, like 25 times. Like, the guy was insane. Um, that's a crazy Disney enthusiast. What do you tell people that maybe, because of the politics and all the other stuff that's been going on, what do you tell people about this Disney experience? Why is it great for every age group, whether you have kids, no kids, whatever?
Disney just knows how to entertain, I think, families and everyone at all ages, and do it right. And not too much and not too little. And it could be as much as Disney as you want it to be. You can wait in line for characters and be as immersive as you want, or parents can relax and have a really nice cocktail or coffee, or do something calm, more calm. The ship has so many things that are interactive and fun. There's a hero zone that has inflatable jumping things for the kids, and just almost like could be a birthday party, could be whatever the kids want it to be, and it's not too much, and the parents can also go relax. Or even on this ship, adults, fans or not, there's something, the level of the entertainment and the interactiveness, there's really something for everyone. It carries through to the staterooms, to all the activities, even in the pool deck, to just sit and relax and enjoy a cruise. It doesn't have to be ultra Disney or Mickey. For some people that might be too much. And again, for the people who really love that and who really want to be in line and have every photo and see them, and that's the main part of their cruise, it's there too as well. So it's also a little more relaxing than going to the parks. And Disney brings you to beautiful destinations, and just it's such a, in my personal opinion and my family, it's just such a great vacation, all wrapped up into what you want it to be.
Now, were you like a big Disney mom? Did you love being at Disney?
I How can I say, this is my second career. I used to work in asset management and banking, and I am a mom of three boys, we are Disney Vacation Club members. I was never a big Disney fan, but I knew the Disney community and the vacation provided something easy and relaxing for my family and kids. We hopped on a plane, and it was always just so wonderful. And again, to me, it's the activities, the entertainment. There was always something great to do for everyone, and the kids club, and for my husband and I. So I don't know, we just fell in love with their vacations and everything they had to offer. So that's kind of the beginning of our story.
All right. So I checked out your website, and you've done some. You might be making some changes, you said, but at the same time, your website is full on Disney. I mean, when I go to your website, I think Disney, but you do more than just Disney, right?
We do more. I'm very grateful to share our over the years. Our agency started in 2016, and we've evolved now to a full service travel agency. We have 42 travel advisors throughout the U.S., and we book pretty much everything. We've evolved to we work closely with Royal Caribbean. We do a lot of luxury destinations. We do groups and weddings, and still Disney. So we're still that main, how can I say, we're an authorized Disney vacation planner, and proud to be since we started. We've won awards in our area in northern New Jersey. So just really honored that our agency is growing now, and we've helped many clients have really great vacations pretty much all over the world. Most of them start with a Disney vacation, and that's kind of the story of our agency. So.
All right, and you mentioned on the ship some of the interesting things that they do, right? So one of them is this atrium, right? And
Yeah.
you said at midnight, which is unfortunate because that's usually past my bedtime. They do this light show every day, but sometimes they do it at 10:30 in the morning. You said for little kids, which I found very insulting. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah, really insulted. Because when I was a little kid, I'd go to bed at 8 and I'd wake up at 8.
I know. But you want to know, the surprise to this, and I didn't film it from the second level, is you can see there, everybody lays on the floor. Like, it's so immersive that you just want to lay down with everybody else on the floor, even in their pajamas, or they leave their stateroom and they're all, film and watch this at midnight. So it's like great.
It's like your last hurrah before you go to bed. It's like it's like almost like like stars in the sky. And
yeah, like, how can I explain, when you get to some place or I don't know, or you're at the beach and you just need to lay down in the sand, or here you just want to lay down on the carpet and watch the show on the ceiling. So
that's funny.
It's such a funny little tradition that they started, and people love it and embrace it. It's really cute. It's really a fun.
And what do they do at the end in that atrium? They do a pretty cool experience for everyone at the end.
At the end, they have a closing goodbye show. They have 2 actors that are kind of your MCs throughout the ship, and they appear in different shows, and they have the ending show as well. And they just kind of thank you and review who they met. They remember people they've met throughout the ship and talk, and they're interactive with the crowd. And then by surprise, I don't want to have spoilers, but all of a sudden the same thing, people's cameras are turning and moving and ooh and ahhing, because the characters that we saw throughout our journey or throughout our ship start to appear and wave and take pictures. And it just was really well done, because they refer to also different shows and things that happened throughout the cruise, and talk about whether you were a team hero or team villain. So part of the ship is really designed half team hero, half team villain. Even the front elevator, the artwork, things are all villain. The back is all heroes, and you even have people dressed up in their hero costumes or their villain costumes throughout the journey as well. And which destiny did you choose? And it's just really fun. It was really fun for everyone, for adults and children, and just super interactive, that show. And of course, Mickey and his friends, come at the end, and confetti, and just was such a sweet way, or a kind way to end, the sailing, because nobody wants to go home, go back to our room and pack.
Yeah, that's the most important. Like, dang, it's over.
Yeah.
Stinks.
Or then you stay up till midnight and you watch the the last show.
Yeah, yeah, not me, not the old guy over here.
No, you might.
Yeah, you never know. You know what? I will say that there are times where I will rally. My wife's much better at that than me. Out of curiosity, what do you see as far as the pricing of Disney these days? Because I think the pricing has become a big issue. And as you're thinking about that, this is that kids jump area you were talking about, right? Where it's got, like,
and even it's so cool. It's the Hero Zone, they call it. It's also changes at night. The inflatables come down, and sometimes they have a silent DJ or use it for different events. They have like games around the top level. Just such a great transformative space that they use for kids and families.
Folks, if you didn't catch that, it's really a cool concept where they have these inflatable, like, things you can bounce all over the place, be totally safe.
It's bigger than a birthday party. Like, you could, or another great reason to sail with a few friends and celebrate celebrate a birthday, or what reason is that?
Oh, that's cool.
There's just so many cool things. And maybe it's a little bit warm outside, or maybe sometimes the weather, or nighttime, you can go in and you can play here. I didn't touch on the kids clubs and all the other activities, but there's such an endless, full itinerary daily of, hey, the Hero Zone is open with the inflatables from 1 to 3, but from 4 to 7 we have a kids dance party, and then maybe they'll have an 18 and older silent DJ party here at, I don't know if it's 9 or 10 p.m.
What's a silent DJ? What does that mean?
Silent DJ, and it's a concept on lots of cruise lines right now. Everyone gets headphones, and there's usually 2 or 3 DJs on a different channel. Disney does it well. Royal does it well. A lot of people, and it's you just tune into the different colors, and just like your headphones now that you're wearing, yours could be green and mine red, and everybody's just dancing to a different song or the same. It's so fun.
And they would do that in this area, so they would deflate all of that stuff. It would get covered up. Automatic, I guess, which is great.
I didn't have time to do it on the Destiny, but on the Wish, I danced a few times, and it's just great. It's so fun, and but the inflatables come down, and it's such a big, great space, and in that back corner is where the DJ sits.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
What's funny is the first thing I think of is Elaine on Seinfeld dancing, because if everybody's got their own headphones, some guy's bouncing their music, and someone's looking at that person going, "Dude, get some rhythm, man."
It's totally like that, and it's so funny to see all the different people. So it's just such a fun thing to do.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes,
I love that. So as far as prices, though, because what's cost these days? If I want to take a family of 4 on the Destiny mid-level,
really, the Destiny is pricing really well, and it's selling really well and filling up really fast. Because it's a shorter cruise, it's a great start to cruising. You don't have to commit to a 7-day. A 7-day price point is going to be a little bit higher. An inside room is a few $1,000s, maybe for even 2 people for 4 nights. So there's a room for everyone. There's also a price point for everyone. That's why it's good also to work with a travel advisor, because we can guide people. We can help them make payment plans, different things, but it's really not as high priced as you think. It can be very luxury if you want it to be. They have an amazing concierge area. The tower turns into a full funnel suite that sleeps up to 8 people. It has 2-story, beautiful 2-story designed how can I say, concierge staterooms with every detail and amenity. I'll share with you after a stateroom tour I did of an inside room to a nice room. Even those rooms are spacious and comfortable. Any place on the ship is really well done, designed the same, and there's really something for everyone.
I
And
think
the
I
level
saw.
of service was great. Yeah.
I think I saw that video on Facebook.
Did you see my video?
Yeah,
Um,
which is really cool because you're
showing how
and
comfortable it was, and sometimes we match that room to another room. So maybe you put 4 people in one room across the hall, and you can put the inside room there. Or sometimes if it's just 2 adults, but it's a lot more reasonable than people think, and so much is included with the price of a Disney cruise, from all the entertainment, the Broadway style shows, endless ice cream, soda, drinks. There's not very many up charges or extra charges to expect. When you go to their island, everything is included as well. So it's a really reasonable, great family vacation, or vacation for anyone, or intro to cruising. And you're also so entertained throughout the trip as much as you want.
So the entertainment, the one thing I will say, I've been on Disney cruises. I will say that nobody does entertainment better. And when we say Broadway-like show, we're saying as good or better than what's
Exactly.
on Broadway, because the talent is unbelievable, right?
The talent is unbelievable. The Hercules show on this ship just blew my mind. Just you feel that they've searched out the best talent and some of the best singers, and you just feel their energy, and it is equivalent to being on Broadway.
Like, so for
Disney.
instance, I don't know if the sound will come
Yeah.
up on this, but
Yeah.
here's
Yeah. Here's
a woman singing.
yeah.
Now that's impressive, right? Because that's not
It was amazing. Like, I wanted to get up and dance, and nobody else did. Like, or a few people,
well,
my
you know
friends
what's
were.
funny? I know I've been on some cruises where they're just lip syncing, right? They're not even singing.
No,
And I mean, I've been going on cruises
these
since
are
90.
yeah.
These are like
These
seriously.
are really good actors, and and singers and entertainers, and they're all so I don't know what the word, so well trained and well versed, and just best of the best. And Disney's very careful, I'm sure, and they only select the best of the best. And there was just so much even hidden entertainment. It felt a little bit like layers deep. There's one video I didn't share because we weren't allowed to take pictures. And there's a meet and greet, like a surprise thing with Dr. Facilier from the Tiana movie. And it's almost like this magic show that he gives, and his character was by far my most favorite character. And he picks 3 people, about 8 to 12 people go in this small hidden room, and it's just this super cool hidden exclusive experience that of course is available to everyone on the ship, but you feel so special, and it is acted as really if you are in his lair, in his playing cards in his casino, and he wears this big giant top hat and just smiles and talks to everyone, and his magic was incredible right before your eyes. So that's
Wow.
was a really great surprise too, that we experienced on board. And there's also a big emphasis to Cruella de Vil, and she does also how can I say, like a fashion show and a stage show, and whoever wants to dress up can walk her walk and be right there alongside of her. And she brings in people, who any age from kids to adults. And so she was just another amazing actor and did such a great job.
Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, Cruella's.
So when you look at some of the other options that people have, because there's a lot of choices in travel these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
what are people considering when they consider Disney? What are the other types of products that come into play? And what's the value experience differential, whatever it happens to be?
Yeah. I'll compare two of my favorites and two of our most popular things right now. Yes, are Disney cruises and the Disney Destiny, and the true value and from that price point you get from the food, the entertainment, everything and something truly for everyone. Sometimes also now, if your kids are a little bit older, Royal Caribbean's entering the family market as well and doing such a great job with their Icon class ships. It's totally different. It's not Disney. Royal is more, Royal is an amazing cruise company too, and has something for everyone. It has great kids club and teen clubs, but the slides, the everything that has been on those ships, people just love. They really enjoy those vacations as well. So I know you can't go wrong, with either ship, either cruise line, if we're talking about cruise and not land. But
What do you like for land? Where do you see the best value in land vacations right now for families?
for families, I'm still seeing value in Disney World, Disneyland, and also the new Epic Park at Universal.
Mm.
If they want that theme park immersive experience in the US. But yeah, there's still lots of events, parties, things happening at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland, and things that are people now combining more vacations into a California vacation and stretching their time there, and either now jumping on a 3-night cruise and doing Disneyland, or seeing other destinations around California. It's starting to become popular again.
Do you do
Yeah,
much? Do you do much in the way of like all inclusives in Mexico or the Caribbean? Is that part of your mix? And if so,
we
how does that?
do.
Because I would think it'd be a much lower price point to send someone like a family of four to Mexico, theoretically, or not.
It it is. It's a lower price point in our area. We have a lot of, how can I say? Our My husband was just at the SLS, the new SLS hotel. Loved it. It's great. Really good price point. It has a water park. We've sent lots of families there. Very happy. Another resort that we really love is the Xcaret
Yeah,
series of
I've been there.
resorts.
Yep.
And that is just another one of my real favorites. It includes their parks. It includes airport transportation. The food is phenomenal. We go to Mexico, we want to eat Mexican food. We want to have great Mexican drinks and margaritas and cocktails. And I love Xcaret for that reason, because they really have so much, something for everyone as well. And they're expanding and growing. Their parks are super fun. The resort is beautiful. The pools are great. It offers a really good value for that vacation too. So those are two destinations that we've been booking a lot and sending a lot of families to.
Yeah, I really like Ashtoreth. It was a great experience. We did two things. Once was I did a company meeting. We had about 50 people, and they were nice enough to send me a bus. We
Yeah,
loaded up on the bus, and we did a whole corporate event
yeah,
there.
that's a great spot.
Great for corporate events. We were staying at a different property, and then a few years later, went to the property. Not that soon after opening. I know
Mhm.
they had some hiccups on the check-in process, which frustrates people.
It's a
Has
lot.
has that gotten fixed? Because that seems like it's a issue every time people go to Mexico. If you don't hit the timing right, you're just sitting
You're
around.
just kind of sitting a little bit. I, I know when my husband just went, it was pretty smooth.
Good.
We had people go to Xcaret, I think a month ago. It was fine. It's if you hit that crowd or the time, you can wait a little bit. But the good thing about Xcaret is they pick you up, they'll take you, they'll bring you right to the desk, to the concierge. Your vacation is right there and it's seamless. So maybe there's a few people in line for check-in, but it's never been, thankfully, we haven't had any issues or complaints, or people
Yeah,
people are
I'm glad to
fine.
hear that.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing I think that happens is when people are on vacation, they're excited, They wanted like get in their bathing suit, and then they're like,
And they're stuck.
I'm gonna, yeah,
I gotta wait here a couple of hours. Yeah.
yeah. And I think it's been an industry issue at a lot of these places for many years. So I'm glad to hear that, because the last time I went to Mexico, it was seamless, and that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I used to go
I feel
multiple.
like they're on it. You know, they want us there. They want to welcome customers and Americans and guests and keep their resorts full and you know, keep it smooth. And we'll be the first ones, or if our clients are upset, we will be right on the phone, you know, with that hotel and kind of let them know and try to move things along and greet them or VIP them or do what we can so it doesn't happen. So
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Because to me, it's always like, it's almost like the fast pass, things like that. If you can get that VIP treatment, I got to tell you, whether it's a theme park,
yeah.
whether it's check-in, whatever, I'm telling you, spend the extra dough. Work an extra 20 hours next week, and that'll cover it. And
It's
you're
so worth, yeah. No, thank you for saying that. It's worth such your peace of mind on your vacation when you arrive and you have that extra tour, or that extra you know, meet and greet or something by hotel person or even in a theme park, because it just makes everything so smooth and comfortable and something that travel advisors we have access to, and we always try to present it and to ask and to share what is, you know, best practice for you to have the best vacation possible, and then work with you with you know, your needs and your budget. But yeah, it is a
so
great.
so just to circle back to Disney. So Disney
Yes.
has their own vacation planners, right? And you kind of compete with them. I mean, because people can call Disney direct, but they can call every supplier direct. So it's not.
Mhm.
What do you tell a customer in terms of,
Yeah.
I book with you versus a Disney vacation planner? Because I mean, I'm booking directly
Yeah.
with Disney. That's got to be much better, right?
Uh, it's tough. So
Put me on the spot.
I know. No, when you work, first of all, with our agency has been and proud to be an authorized Disney vacation planner, right? An authorized Disney vacation planner is a distinction in our travel industry that our agency is vetted and cleared, and we have high sales level, and we work hand in hand with Disney. We are trained by them. We are plugged into them. We know their properties inside and out, and it's a quite a strong distinction to have over any other. You know, not all travel agencies have this, and
Mhm.
we partner with them, and we just can help a client know all those little details inside and out so they're not overwhelmed. If you call a call center, I don't know how much that call center is really going to help you. We're really that single advocate for your vacation, especially with a Disney vacation, and we handhold people and help them along the way. And most people do come to us. They're like, "Oh, I looked at the site. I'm really overwhelmed. You know, we need your help and your guidance." And in one or two phone calls, we have their price quotes, their itineraries, and beautiful vacation plan kind of all laid out. And it's because we work so closely with them. We travel there quite often, and we really know their properties inside and out. So it's a difference to work with a human, with, you know, with one of us, with like you would work with a financial advisor, work with anybody else, but we really are are trained in partnership with them and know their properties well. So um,
And the other thing is, it's like, if you remember Miracle on 34th Street, we watched it every year as a kid growing up.
uh-huh.
So,
Yes.
so, were they working at Gimbals and you sent them down to Macy's, or was Macy's Santa sent them to Gimbals, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "No, that's brilliant," and everybody went. So one thing I will tell people who are listening here that aren't travel advisors is, if you call Royal Caribbean, great cruise company, they're not going to tell you go on Disney, and vice versa. You call Disney and they're not going to say, your kids are older. You've done the Disney thing. Maybe you should try this, because they have activities that are more approachable, or
Yeah.
whatever the thing is. And that's what I love about the channel, the distribution channel, because it's always based on what's best for the customer, not what's best for the business. Because FYI, travelers, the travel advisor can sell any product. They are not stuck with one. When you call that supplier,
Mhm.
yourself, you're stuck with them. That's
Yeah.
you're all in. They're not gonna tell you to go somewhere else. And I think to get that kind of unbiased opinion is really important if you're a traveler because it's probably the biggest discretionary purchase you're going to make this year, except for buying a car or a house.
Mhm.
And people don't understand that. That's like top 10, 15, 20 grand, right? I mean,
Yeah.
on
No,
vacation.
it's a big, yes, it's a big thing. And no, I appreciate all you do and say and share for the travel advisor community, because it does make a difference, when we partner together and when we all help each other and help help everyone understand that vacation is an investment and time and their dollar, and they and we can guide them to have a great vacation.
Yeah, and I think many of them don't understand, the general population doesn't they think about the price and, maybe losing money, but they don't understand that the average American, if they've been in a job less than 5 years, gets 2 weeks vacation. So if you blow up your 7 to 10-day vacation, you don't get that back, and
No.
you don't get the money back unless you buy
Right.
insurance should things go wrong.
Yeah. And the same, and people won't go back to that destination either. If they kind of plan it on their own or use a call center and they are overwhelmed and have a terrible experience, it's another reason why the partnership with us works so well with Royal Caribbean, with Disney, and all our other providers. Because we're also guiding them as well and helping each other. So,
No, that's
so
great. That's great. Well, you just got off the Disney Destiny. It sounds like you had an amazing trip, and you're going to be selling a lot of it. And just to share a few more interesting things for folks, let me pull up a couple of.
Wow, what an interesting concept. Someone in Imagineering's been hitting the sauce. Sorry to barge in. I couldn't take it anymore. I was in the middle of trying to contact guest services to make up a story about an inappropriate towel animal sculpture being left in my room last night. Just had to get in on this.
Okay, we're kind of in the middle of a show right now. I'm Gamble. This is Ian. We're going through all the Marvel heroes.
Oh, sorry, actor. This whole gag is.
So, for those who can't see what we see on the screen, that's Spider-Man interacting with one of the regular actors on stage, and it's highly entertaining. And then you've got folks like here. Oh,
yeah.
outdoor tube ride.
That's called the Aqua Mouse.
Okay. What
And
else?
and it's an interactive ride. As you go up, you see a story of Minnie and Mickey and different villains and characters as well. So it's really, really fun.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's fun for everyone. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. See, even big kids like me can enjoy it.
Hmm.
This was in that atrium again where Spider-Man showed up. He's yelling. We can't hear him because the sound's not on, but he's yelling at the guy all the way on the other side of the atrium on the stage.
He's chatting with Thor, and yeah,
Oh, that's
that's
Thor.
what I meant. How people just that's not Thor. That's Loki. That's Loki.
Okay.
But you see how you just turn your heads, and everyone's moving and excited to see who's arriving in that atrium. So it was pretty cool.
That's really neat. Let me see if there's anything else. How about this one? This looks a little creepy. Hold on.
Where once the rays of sunlight shone, may shadows crawl upon the stone, where one will sit upon the throne to rule the dark and rule alone.
And that's Will Levinson.
So, you desire an audience with me? You dare enter my chamber? Tempt fate?
Oh, get
Yeah,
out of
no.
it.
But like what we were discussing about the actors and how good they are and how you feel like you're in her chamber, and she is just beautiful, and she just spoke so perfectly and just was in awe, even watching her, fan or not of it, but that they took to another level. And at the end of her show, you can do a meet and greet and take pictures with her and have time after her short show. So they've taken like those character lines to the next level, to a more immersive level, and you could go row by row and meet her and talk with her. And video and
Does she
all
stay in
that.
character the entire time?
Oh, so good. So good. Like I was like nervous when I walked up to her and can I take a video or can I, with my phone?
It's like sitting in the front row of a Ben Bankus comedy show. If you know who he is, he's a Canadian guy.
Okay.
And, or who's the other guy? Oh my God, Ian Bragg. Like if you sit in the front row of a comedy
You're pulled
show,
in there.
you're getting called on and you're going to be
And
on.
that's what the ship is like.
Oh, that's
And I personally felt, I don't know if you knew or remember, when Disney had the Star Cruiser and brought that Star Cruiser experience out. To us, there's nods and creativeness to that Star Cruiser in this ship. From the walk to the fashion show with Cruella, maybe even this and the interactiveness in those video clips of really immersing you into the experience with those villains or heroes throughout your journey on the ship. So maybe that's why too I'm just was so in awe of all the entertainment. So to me, it's like the next level of Disney entertainment. It's done well on all the ships. This ship is,
Yep.
So,
and just to be clear, you don't have to be a Marvel fan. You don't have to go to the movies because it's almost like, why do people go to Vegas? A lot of people go to Vegas, not to gamble, for the shows. So you could literally go on one of these cruises and just be entertained with,
you can just
every evening
do a silent DJ, or the kids can do the Hero Zone, or there's still kids clubs. There's still something for everyone, and it doesn't have to be. You don't have to follow Marvel, or villains. You're still entertained and feel part of the experience, whether it's your first time to see some of these shows or not, or that Disney also plays the different movies and different releases that are happening at that time too in the theaters.
So you can go
again, you can take in as much as Disney as you want, and or not, don't have to be as character enriched, or you can just play like family game night and different things like that are more, there's really something for everyone. Likewise on the top deck in the adult restaurants and things like that, there's really something geared for everyone that's not too much Disney, because some people get nervous that, hey, if I get on the ship, it's too much. It's really not, or it's as much as you want. You pick and choose. We can, help guide you and it's,
I got to tell you, it's without a doubt, the best entertainment at sea. If you're interested in seeing great talent on stage, singing, dancing, just plays, I was blown away at the quality last time I was on a Disney show, several moons ago. So to me, anybody interested in that, and I think most people are, even if they're not, quote, Disney fanatics, you don't have to be. You don't have to have kids. But boy, what a great multi-gen type of trip. What a great getaway for the grandparents, the grandkids. I mean, it's hard to match, to be frank. It's very, very hard. So, well, thank you for bringing your firsthand experience.
Thank you too. Thank you for having me.
No, it's been awesome. So this is Kim Anwar. It's magicfamilygetaways.com. Disney certified, Disney experts. You have 42 agents that work with you. Are they all over the country?
They're all over the country. Most are really in the northeastern part, in New Jersey and Connecticut.
I assume you have customers all over.
And we're licensed. We book customers from all over United States as far as Hawaii. So,
okay, fantastic. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you too.
And I'm going to say goodbye to Kim, and then I'm going to just have a specific request for you folks. So Kim, thank you again. And
all right, thank you.
Soon. Thank you. All right. So you're back with Mark Murphy. Kind of boring, right, folks? Well, yeah, I'm back, and I just didn't give you a reminder. So at the end, hopefully you listened to everything. and you got some great ideas out of this. But if you're a travel advisor or a travel agent and you're not following traveltube.com and at least signed up for our weekly newsletter, you're missing out. If you're not following us on social media, you're missing our clips. You're missing a lot of insights from your peers, and soon suppliers and destinations, because we've been very focused on really getting these advisors front and center. But if you go to the site, you're going to find every day we're posting new videos, content from travel advisors, content from travel influencers. If you're a travel influencer and you've got some good insights, we want to hear from you. But we're out there putting up content every single day. So visit traveltube.com, check out all the content that's up there, and then give us a shout through any of our social media sites. Send us a note. Go to traveltube.com. I'm Mark at traveltube.com, MARK at traveltube.com. Send me an email. I'd love to hear about your latest travel experience, and how you can share that with potential clients as well as peers, because an interesting thing is happening at traveltube.com. We're getting visitors from all over the world coming to the site. It's only been out for about, maybe 6 months. Maybe this is our 7th month, but we're getting thousands and thousands of people every week and every month coming into the site. And one of these clips that we put out, if we take this video and we send it out to, pick a number, I don't know, 120,000 followers across social media, the clips that we break these videos up into, so they're more digestible for places like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, they get watched 10, 15,000 times the first few days they're out the door. And so that gives the advisor some broad reach. That gives the supplier some broad reach. But I think for the supplier and the destination, the important thing is the travel distribution channel. And because we've got so many great agents sharing their insights here, this is becoming the destination for travel experts. So again, follow us on traveltube.com, learn more about what your peers are experiencing, because you can't do it all. And then let's get you on and let's get you to share your experience and tell us more. Until next time, I'm Mark Murphy. This is traveltube.com.